At the beginning of the 15th century, France was going through an extremely difficult period. The Hundred Years' War had long opposed the kingdoms of France and England, while many regions lived in fear, destruction, and uncertainty. It was in this troubled context that Joan of Arc appeared, a young peasant girl whose faith, courage, and determination would deeply shape the history of France and the Church. Joan was born around 1412 in the village of Domremy into a Christian peasant family. From childhood, she participated in farm work and developed a deep life of prayer. Around the age of 13, Joan stated that she began hearing spiritual voices associated especially with Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret. According to her testimony, these voices encouraged her to live faithfully and help France. At that time, the French military situation appeared desperate. Many territories were controlled by the English and their allies. Joan then declared that she had received a mission to help the Dauphin Charles recover his kingdom. Despite her young age and modest background, Joan succeeded in convincing several leaders to allow her to meet the Dauphin. Her courage and conviction deeply impressed those who encountered her. Joan then accompanied French troops during several important military campaigns. Her presence restored confidence and hope to many soldiers and inhabitants. One of the most famous events of her life was the lifting of the Siege of Orleans in 1429. This victory became an important symbol for the Kingdom of France. After several military successes, Charles VII was crowned king at Reims. Joan considered this moment the fulfillment of an essential part of her mission. However, the war continued and Joan was eventually captured in 1430. She was handed over to English authorities and later judged in Rouen during a complex religious and political trial. On May 30, 1431, Joan died in Rouen at about 19 years of age. Despite fear and suffering, several testimonies report that she remained deeply attached to her faith until the end. Years later, a new trial declared her previous condemnation unjust. Joan gradually became a symbol of courage, faith, and fidelity. She was canonized in 1920 by Pope Benedict XV. Even today, Saint Joan of Arc remains a major figure in French and Christian history. Saint Joan of Arc teaches us that even a young and humble person can accomplish great things when moving forward with faith and courage.